Hello and welcome to Movie Talk number 3 with your host Logan
and the homie Steve.
And we are doing a backwards compatibility Dead Space game that just recently came out, I think this past week.
Yeah.
Now, let's just jump right into it, Steven.
Gotta get the free stuff.
Yes, we do. Alright.
What's the first topic, man?
Dave Bautista from Guardians of the Galaxy and one of the antagonists, Inspector.
Oh yeah, and the whole wrestling.
Yeah, he was six-time championship, I believe.
Yeah.
What I believe is this is confirmed, mind you. He's got a role in the upcoming Blade Runner 2 movie that is coming out in January 12th, 2018.
Oh yeah, I think we can. With some speculation, I think we can both agree that
he's a good role.
Yeah,
he's a fantastic actor.
He's great. I've never seen his
wrestling.
Yeah, from wrestling. I didn't know he would jump right into acting.
Yeah.
But, hey.
Yeah. Well, from what the way I found out was apparently he had hinted at it on his Twitter with a picture, and this is very, very kind of unique take to it.
Yeah.
He did it through a little hint with a origami unicorn, with a picture of him staring at an origami unicorn. Now his role has yet to be confirmed, but he is getting a supporting role. So he's most likely going to get, maybe one of the synths that was, I don't know. This isn't a remake. This is a sequel or a prequel. Who knows? There's nothing been debated right now. So far, the only thing that has been confirmed is the cast includes Ryan Gosling from Speed. I think he was in that. Harrison Ford making, I'm assuming, a cameo.
Yeah, probably.
And they've added Robin Wright from House of Cards, and who played Jenny in Forrest Gump.
Okay.
Along with that, they've got Dennis Villeneuve to direct it. He directed Prisoners, which was with Hugh Jackman and I think one other person, and Sicario, which is a very sci-fi movie. Also having Hampton Franchon, Michael Green doing screenplay, and Ridley Scott with Hampton doing Hampton was doing the script, Michael Green's doing screenplay, and Ridley Scott is doing, I think he's helping with script also. Ridley Scott originally helped out with the original Blade Runner. And Michael Green did screenplay for, the biggest bomb of movies. He did the screenplay for Green Lantern with Ryan Reynolds in it. And then Hampton Franchon, I can't remember what he's also done. This is beginning filming this year on July. So there's that little news coming out for Dave Bautista. He's
making big moves, man.
He is. He's been Inspector. He's been in Guardians of the Galaxy with that Marvel role of his.
Yeah.
Now I was watching an interview. He said you would like to keep doing wrestling or whatever he was doing. But the issue is with his prior commitments with all these other jobs that he's got going on.
Yeah, he's got a lot to tackle. Especially if you're going, put a good effort into the movie industry with those big positions. You got a lot to take care of, so it's going to be pretty hard. So,
yeah.
I definitely, I used to be a huge wrestling fan, but no, nothing against it. But hey, I know you can do it.
Yeah.
I know you can do it.
Yeah. Well, let's jump into the next topic, Steve. Now, this is a topic that you will absolutely adore. Sony and Marvel have accidentally, this is not on purpose, accidentally leaked the title of the solo Spider-Man movie starring Tom Holland.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be called Spider-Man Homecoming. This is not yet confirmed by Sony or Marvel. So this is, it might change in the next few months or when it's been released, but I seriously doubt it won't be released till probably next year. Since they have to do, post edits and whatnot.
Especially Marvel.
Yeah. John Watts is directing it, who directed a horror movie back in 2014 called Clown. I think I saw it. I'm not 100%. I can't remember.
I feel like I've heard of it.
It sounds like a very intriguing horror movie of all sorts.
Yeah.
The name now this is a little fun fact for you. The name Homecoming ties directly to the 1984 Marvel comic Amazing Spider-Man number 252, featuring appearances by both Iron Man and Captain America.
I'm honestly trying to think if I know that.
I seriously doubt you know. But you know the one thing that's intriguing?
What's up?
He's in Civil War, but they're coming out with this movie after Civil War.
See, yeah, that's the problem. You know, we both have talked about this, and
That's how they're getting around the ship.
It's impossible unless they're doing unless this is like a prequel to the situation. This kind of builds to Spider-Man's, fondness of Tony in a way. But
they get the
in this situation that they're kind of giving us right now, it's kind of implying that this is before Civil War. But normal people in this circumstance who don't understand will put saying, "Oh my God, Captain America survives the Civil War, and so does Tony." But in the comic books, Captain America, I believe, spoiler alert, dies, and that might follow cameo to the comic books if they're following the comic books in a way.
Which I feel like it's a good chance they will. So hopefully we don't see that happen. Well, I don't want to say hopefully we don't see that happen, but I would like to see maybe a different angle that Marvel may put on it.
Yeah.
But the comics are great. They always will be. So
depends on how they turn out things. Yeah.
Yeah. All I want to see with Spider-Man is I don't know if you currently know, but suit, the bombastic Spider-Man. It's probably the most hilarious.
Are you talking about? We're talking about the Civil War trailer.
Oh no!
Oh, okay.
I wish. That's more of the original outfits that we see Spider-Man in the comics. So bombastic Spider-Man is a suit.
I didn't read Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I was more of a Daredevil person. You know that.
And that's perfectly fine. Spider-Man fans know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, these are more turning into comic book talk than they are movie talks.
Hey, they have to get their movies from somewhere. So
now, have you finished Daredevil season 2 yet?
I have not.
Oh, I'm such ashamed of you.
I know. I'm ashamed of myself.
Well, for a little bit of a tidbit, Charlie Cox, who plays Daredevil in the Marvel Netflix series, wants Daredevil to be in a Marvel movie. Now, that can be either in an upcoming one, kind of like a Infinity Wars, or making a cameo of some sort as a a side person who handles a small bit of business along the side. But he says the big screen. Ben Affleck, which apparently he did appear in the 2003 or 4 Daredevil, which was a failure. Which is, I think, Ben Affleck's first Avengers movie, which is based off the first Avengers movie. But I would admit, Charlie Cox has done a phenomenal job playing Daredevil.
Oh yeah,
better than Ben Affleck
perfect.
ever did. And I don't mean to hate him against Ben Affleck because he's getting a lot of heat lately from his Batman role, which I'm not going to talk about because I didn't see the movie yet. So we'll go ahead and just ignore it.
I doubt you will.
Yeah.
Don't. Sorry.
But we're going to go ahead and just continue on with things.
Let's go.
Your stasis module should be able to help you with that arm mechanism.
Next we have, you see Kingsman, the Secret Service? Kingsman just got a title for its prequel. Kingsman: The Golden Circle.
See, I didn't expect that title, but I can definitely see coming out. They might, but I feel like they got a pretty good enough reviews.
That was a good movie.
It was.
That is where "you taking a piss" came from.
Yeah.
That's where I learned that phrase from, even though I'm not British at all. Now the one thing that the one thing that the director hasn't hasn't really clarified on is the villain role. Originally, Julianne Moore has said that she wants to do a villain role for the film.
Okay.
But the director does say that spy films are only as good as their villains. And that is a direct quote from him.
That is all movie.
That is a very true quote.
I feel like that's for all movies. All movies, especially action movies, they're always as good as their main villain.
Yep. Well, in Deadpool news, it is the highest-grossing R-rated film of all time at $745 million last weekend.
I don't think that surprises anybody. To
it
be
beat
honest.
Matrix Reloaded, which was back in 2006 or 8 or something like that. And on a side note, which I didn't really understand why this was kind of a big topic, Ryan Reynolds Ryan Reynolds has apparently agreed, and I didn't think this was possible. He recently just agreed to do the movie, even though it already got greenlit, 4 or 5 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't, sorry, not 4 or 5 months ago, but like 2 months ago. It got greenlit 2 months ago, and then he didn't decide to, if the movie didn't get greenlit, would Ryan Reynolds still want to do it? And then would he push to have it greenlit? Because that was my confusion. I was like, he's the main role. How could you not have Ryan Reynolds already agree to a sequel before doing a green light for it?
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, that was one of my confusions that I didn't really understand. I was like, he's not, if he wasn't, because this was just recently, like this past weekend or week, he just said he'll do it. I was like, I don't understand that.
There's something crawling around up there.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, just a bit, just kind of confusing. Well, and last but not least, Gambit, another Marvel movie, another comic book, but we're going to go ahead and just make this a comic book talk for the rest of our lives.
Nothing better.
Yep. Gambit, who was played by Channing Tatum, got delayed again until late 2016 because of rewrites, because of script rewrites. Sorry. The other reason it got delayed is because it lost its director last year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I still, like...
Do you feel interested in seeing Gambit, even though it's been delayed twice now, lost a director, and is going through a script rewrite?
I've of course am going to see it, but as of right now, my interest level, I would say out of 10 would probably be about like a 7.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I love the character Gambit. I'm not entirely gun-ho about,
I thought he was in the X-Men Wolverine Origins.
Yeah, he was.
He was?
Yeah.
But that was a completely different actor. That was whoever plays the main protagonist in Battleship.
Yeah, he wasn't
or
bad.
in... God, he plays in a bunch of crappy movies. Well, Steve, on a miniature side note about Xbox, real quick. Xbox, there was a original talk about 2 weeks back about Xbox buying back online games for 10% of what they were sold.
Oh, okay. I just want to see about it.
Now, mathematically, that would be $60. You would buy a game for $60, and then you would get back that 10% is $6. Now, do you think that this idea of Microsoft buying back a game that you buy for $60 is worth them buying back for $6? Would you do that personally? Like,
probably not.
Saying if you spent $120 and you got $12 back, that is, you would not take that at all.
Oh no, probably not. Honestly, it's just.
Do you think it would be better, like for instance, for me, if I personally was going to, and I would honest to God do this, I would sell my Call of Duties. I would sell Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3. I'm not a fan of them. I don't care much for them. I just want to get them out of my library. I would sell them all for $12, and you could buy with those $12 that I have. I could buy the DLC for Fallout 4.
Yeah, it's everything has, you can buy everything
supply
has
and
its
demand.
price.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, with that being said, certain people are going to get rid of certain games. It's all on how you feel.
Yeah.
But,
mind you, this wasn't an idea by Microsoft. This is by the people. People wanted this to happen. People actually, I think, did a anonymous voting to have this set into motion.
I can see that, but I feel like we require a little bit more money.
A little bit more compensation.
Yeah.
Well, in that terms, some people, now I'm reading this off of the website. Some people wanted 30 to 40% of what they bought for. So 30% of the 30% of what you would buy a $6 game would be $18. 40% being $24. Do you think that would be kind of worth it more than the 10%?
For me, it would definitely be.
What would your percentage be? Would you sell it? So you have a game for $60. Would you sell a game for 10, 20, 30, 40, or 50%? You have those 5 options because I doubt Microsoft would buy them.
Yeah. That's a good question. I feel like I would settle with 40, but I want 50. At least.
Yeah. Well, given the fact that Microsoft won't do it.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't even want to get my hopes up. So.
I would go for maybe 20%. I would say
that
is a fine line between what people want and what you will do.
Yeah.
If they went for 20%, they have that fine line between the medium of people's their customer base going, that's fine. You decided to make a meeting between us, and you decided to make our decision for us, and you decided to take all of our ideas, put it into one, and split it between us. And we said, sure, that's a good idea.
GameStop's been ripping us off for years.
Yeah, most of us pre-ordering, but we won't talk about that.
Yeah.
Well, in other news, Steve, I think that was it for today. We went through all of our movie news, especially with that little minor hiccup at the end with the little Xbox news at the end. But that was just Xbox oriented because we are big Xbox.
Yup. Even I still do love PSN. Don't get me wrong.
All right. Well, I would like to thank everybody for joining us on this recording of our movie talk / Marvel talk number 3.
Oh yeah.
And the minor Xbox talk at the end. If you guys could leave a like, comment, and subscribe, or if you guys have any questions, go ahead and feel free to comment those questions, and I'll feel free to answer them.
If you don't comment, I got 8 bullets waiting for 8 people. I'm looking at you. Yeah, you.
All right. Thank you guys very much for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Peace.